Okay, so we are doing the Michael Smith Science Challenge for 2014. This is the first question. So, given the four pairs of nutrition labels below, match each pair to the options listed on the next page. Write the appropriate letter A to H in the spaces provided. So we're given four pairs of nutrition label. This is label pair this one. So it's label pair 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have these options. So we have options from A to H. We have white bread, whole wheat bread, orange juice, carbonated soft drink, chicken breast, ground beef, homogenized milk, and skim milk. Okay, so let's look through these and see if we can figure out what each thing is. We have nutrition labels with different weights. Some of the weights are in grams, some of them are in milliliters. We have information on the calories that they have. There are different calories, different fat content, different saturated fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates, fiber, sugar, proteins, and vitamins. Okay, so the first thing I notice is that some of them are in grams and some of them are in milliliters. You normally do measure solids in grams and liquids in milliliters. So I'm going to start off like that because we have some options that are actually liquids and some of them are breads. So let's see. So we have one pair of liquid and another pair of liquid. And we have these juice is a liquid, soft drink is a liquid, and milk is a liquid. Okay, so let's try to figure out, which is which out of options C, D, G, and H. Okay, so let's go back to our liquids. This liquid has calorie content of 160. This liquid has calorie content of 90. This has 160 and 170. Okay, so from that information alone, I can't really tell which is which. So let's keep reading. Okay, so I also notice that this liquid here has a lot of protein. This has 8 grams, this has 9 grams. These two don't have protein in them, but I do notice that they have a lot of sugar. Okay, so that is the difference. If we go back here, this has a lot less sugar than that. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that these two are sugary drinks because they have quite a lot of sugar. So compared to the drinks in this choice, the two sugary drinks would be orange juice and carbonated soft drink. So I'm going to look back at this pair and try to figure out if this matches my assumptions. So, we're here. Okay, so I think one of these two will be orange juice and the other would be carbonated soft drink. So I knew that because they both have high sugar content, with very little protein in them. I think I am right because if we look here at the vitamin content, this has very little vitamin in it. So out of these two, orange juice and soft drink, I'm going to say that this is a soft drink because we have quite a bit of calories, of high sugar content, and no vitamins at all. So I'm going to say that label 4A is orange juice. So let's say label 4A, I'm going to say that is C, orange juice. Okay, oh, not orange juice, mistake, carbonated soft drink because of the high sugar content, but no vitamins. Yeah, so that's basically pop. Okay, and the other one with high sugar content would be the orange juice. So orange juice is high in vitamin C. So yeah, that looks right, about right. So I think that's a 4B. Is D. Oh, I switched them up. Okay. Label 4A is D, carbonated soft drink. Label 4B is C, orange juice. There we go. Now let's look at the other two liquids. So the options that we have left for liquids are milk and skim milk. So skim milk, less fat than milk. So let's see which is which. So yeah, this has 0 grams of fat. This also has half the calorie content. Well, matter of fact, we have almost half the calorie content as this. Say that this is skim milk, whereas this is your normal milk. You also notice that milk has protein in it. So this lets us know that we did choose the right option, because if you go back onto label 4, there's not that much protein in here. So this was our pop, has 0 grams of protein, whereas our orange juice has 2 grams of protein. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say label 2A is your normal milk with quite a bit of calories and fat, whereas this one is 0 grams of fat is our skim milk. Okay, so let's go back. Label 2A is our milk, which is option G, and label 2B is our skim milk, which is option A. Awesome. So now we have our solids. We need to figure out which one is bread and what kind of bread, and we need to figure out which one is meat and what kind of meat. So let's go back up. So, between label 1s, we have a difference in calories and a difference in fat content. Huge difference in fat content. And there's also a difference in protein content. Yes. Whereas, let's look at the label 3s, the calorie content is about the same. Well, it is the same, slightly different fat, and there's a difference in fibers. Okay, so let's see. The options were bread and meat. So compared to bread, meat has quite a lot of protein. So this only has protein from 6 grams to 7 grams, whereas this has protein from 17 grams to 43 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and say label 1s are our meats, and the meats, the options were either ground beef or chicken. So beef has more fat content than chicken. So I'm gonna say that label 1B is beef. So that's 25 grams of fat as opposed to 5 grams of fat. Funny enough, chicken has more protein in it. Yeah. So put label 1A as chicken, and label is chicken, which is E. And label 1B is ground beef. Okay, and lastly, we're going to look at our bread. So we have white bread and whole wheat bread. So whole wheat bread has more fiber than white bread. So automatically we see here that 4 grams of fiber, this only has 1 gram of fiber. So I can already say that the 3A is whole wheat. So label 3A, we have whole wheat bread, which is A, whole wheat bread, and then label 4A is B, white bread. Okay. And we've done the first question.